Hi, I'm Tim McNab, right-handed pitcher for the Lancaster Barnstormers, and I'm from Cooper City, Florida.
Now, I want to ask you first how you came to join Lancaster, how you got here.
Well, a good buddy of mine, Ross Peoples, is on the team, and when free agency was a bear this year to try to get a job in affiliated, I actually called him up and asked him what the first move I should make should be, and he ended up talking to Tommy Herr, and which landed me here in Lancaster.
How do you like it here?
It's beautiful. I love it here. I mean, it's a lot of change of pace from back at home and from other places I played, but it's great. The fan base is unbelievable. You know, we get a ton of fans a night, and it's good to see.
Now, one thing I've been wanting to ask you, because of all the World Cup mania going on the last few weeks, you've got quite a soccer background.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was wondering, you could tell me a little bit about that and whether you were following the World Cup.
Sure. Oh, we followed the World Cup. We watched every game in there. The final was great, and the background of soccer doesn't come through me. My grandfather's in the United States Soccer Hall of Fame, and my great-grandfather's in the World Soccer Hall of Fame. So it's the stories I've heard all throughout my whole life has been pretty cool gig. I mean, it's you know, I'd ask my dad questions. You know, my grandfather was still alive. He'd tell me stuff all the time and all that stuff. So it was a lot of fun to be able to pick their brain about just, you know, and somebody who was so good at their sport. It was really nice to see.
Was there ever some thought that you would play soccer? I mean, did you play growing up?
I played all the way through about 10th grade, and then I basically had to make a choice. I had the whole baseball, soccer, basketball thing going on, and you know, we had that choice of, you know, my dad said we need to make a choice, and baseball ended up being probably my best choice. So
now, in your career, in your life, what is your proudest accomplishment? It can be on or off the field.
In baseball, my proudest accomplishment, good question, my goodness. Well, if I had to retro back to my college days, we took a little-known Florida Atlantic team, you know, and we beat Alabama in the regionals to go. We were 2 games away from going to the College World Series, so that big team, that team unity thing we had going on with that was fantastic. And then, you know what, to be honest, just to get drafted by the New York Mets in 2002 was a really proud accomplishment, because it was something that I wasn't necessarily working to play pro baseball. It was one of those things that happened, and it ended up just enhancing my entire life and what I did for, you know, what I've done the last 9 years and things like that. And I've met so many great people, and the cities I've gone to, it's unbelievable.
What would you say is everybody's got a hidden talent? What's yours?
I've always had the ability to make people laugh, you know, and I wouldn't say it's hidden, you know, it's one of those things that I like making other people happy, and I tend to take care of other people before I take care of myself, and if that's through laughter and stuff like that, and somebody's having a down day and I can perk them up a little bit, I definitely, that's definitely, so I don't have a hidden talent, but that's just probably my main talent, you know.
Have you developed any kind of like creative outlets or something that is an outlet for you when you're not playing, just to kind of get away from baseball?
I love country music. I love golf. I like to fish. I love a lot of family-oriented things, and we have season tickets to University of Miami football. You know, the Hurricanes down at home, and it's like a family reunion every Saturday. We have 30 people, you know, that we get together every Saturday, home or away, and we do our thing. And that's why I love my off seasons as much as I do. It's one of those things, you know, everyone's there for one goal and one unit to make sure, you know, these Canes win and fall. But I mean, that's just, it's one of those things where, you know, you can go, you know, people actually go play winter ball and go do all these things. Which I'm a homebody guy. I love being around everybody as much as I can, because I know I'm gone for 7 months out of the year, you know. So it's definitely a good time when we get together. So
can you tell me a little bit about your off-season job?
My job, yeah. Well, I for the last 4 years I've been working at a middle school. I work at Pioneer Middle School, and
is that in Cooper City?
Cooper City, right there.
Is that where you went?
I went to Pioneer Middle School for 1 year. When we moved to Cooper City, I went there for my 8th grade year, and unbelievable to go back and see some of the teachers now. And now I'm, you know, teaching there and stuff. But you know, I had the pleasure of being the pool sub there, and I've gotten to know all the kids there. You know, I mean, when you get in your 4th year, you know all the kids have been there for 3 years. So first name basis with them. It's great to walk into classes and have them get excited when you walk into class. And you know, I know what classes I have, and it's a lot of fun. And the teachers are fantastic, and it's getting to see the ins and outs of what teachers go through. You know, the goods and the bads. You know, and sometimes it's you know, you feel bad for them. Sometimes you know, it seems like they should be getting paid a lot more than they do. But it's I have their back 100%. If they ever need anything from me, they're fantastic people.
When you say a pool sub, does that mean that if you're needed in English or you're needed in history, I mean, any class, you're ready to go
You show up there every day. You show up there every day, and some days they might have a class for you, but now you might be, those certain days you might go work the lunchroom, and you help out in the front office and do things like that. And then they asked me to be the girls basketball coach this year, so I did that, and it was fun. I have a lot of fun with it. The kids are great. You know, you always have some kids. You know, you gotta put your foot down with them, but we have a good time. You know, when I'm in the class, I want to have a good time, but I want them to know that you can have a good time, but also get your work done too. So.
And that's a tough age, middle school. Have you found? I mean, you look back and think, wow, if I'd known then what I know now, I would never. Yeah.
Big time.
What would you do different?
Big time. But the thing is, I think they know way more now than we knew then. You know, or when I knew. You know, back in 1994 when I was in 8th grade. So it's one of those things where it's like, whoa, you know, you gotta stop. And like, wait, maybe you should be farther out advanced in certain things, or how come you're not in classes that more advanced classes? And so you gotta pick their brain, because kids at that age are just starting to gear towards high school, and you know their minds start wandering a little bit. But it's great. I mean, I tell you what, I'm very, very, very happy that I was able to get locked into that school for so long, and I'm forever indebted to them. I mean, they're fantastic, and they've helped me out, you know, with an off-season job, and all you can do is work hard and with the kids. So
I'm going to ask you to complete this sentence.
Okay.
It would surprise people to know that I
am as happy as I am all the time. You know, I don't tend to be a guy that relishes on something that's bad that happened maybe that night or the night before. You know, it's baseball. You know, you're gonna get the ball again in 2 days, or you're gonna hit again the next day. So it's definitely I look at this as an opportunity, a blessing, an opportunity to just be able to do this every day. Because I've seen a lot of guys that it ends so fast, you know, and then they don't know what to do next. So yeah, enjoy it.
Do you think that once you're done with baseball, when that time comes, you want to keep teaching? That this is your
I think the I can take that teaching aspect, and I can maybe go into coaching, because I really enjoy. I've coached baseball for a long time, and helping out with teams and stuff. And then when I got in the whole basketball thing just recently, I was really shocked at how, and girls basketball at that, it's different mindsets and everything. And it was really, really fun to do it. But I think coaching is going to end up being, hopefully like 5 or 6 years down the road, and will end up being probably what I end up doing, hopefully.
So what's your guilty TV pleasure?
Oh boy, you know what? I don't get a chance to watch it too much, but I love Big Brother. I don't even feel bad saying it, because I can see myself, 40 years old, trying to get on there and see what's going on, But it's crazy. My mom loves all the Survivor stuff like that, but that one, I can see myself on there and just having a good time with it and stuff like that. It's too funny.
Well, that was my next question: is which reality TV show would you kick butt on?
Oh, probably Big Brother, no doubt. I mean, there's a lot of things you got to do. You got not only do you have to be physically fit to do that, you got to be probably mentally sharp, but it's just fun. I mean, think about it. I mean, you can't see nothing from the outside world, but they can see you. It's just the whole premise of it I thought was pretty cool.
If you could trade places with one person for a day, who would it be and why?
Wow. I'm a big country music fan. I'm a huge Eric Church fan. Eric Church is my guy. I tell everybody, if you want to change your life, go listen to his music. I'd love to be able to sing and play guitar like he does, and travel to a huge arena and play like he does. Now, not to put down the Garth Brooks and everybody else in the world, but that's my guy. I love his music. I'd like to trade for him for sure one day.
And finally, last question: who is the most unusual or unique character you've come across in your playing career?
Oh, you probably know him well. I have to say, Jose Lima, God bless him, was one of the 2006. We got a chance to play about 2 months together. He was crazy. You don't know how to react to him when you first meet him and stuff like that, but he was fantastic, and definitely, I wouldn't just say strange or whatever, but he did things a certain way, and it just wasn't the same as everybody else. So it's really, I mean, I could go put a list together about 10, 15 guys, but he's up there. He's up there for sure.
Great.